2026 just might be the year of the gacha game. There are a lot of great games coming. One in specific, the 7 Deadly Sins Origin, the next evolution of the 7 Deadly Sins intellectual property. If you've watched me stream at all over the course of the last week, if you've taken a look at my channel, you'll know that I've done multiple videos, multiple streams on this game because I've been having a lot of fun in it. So when Netmarble and PlayStation both reached out to me to request branded content in the form of a sponsored video, I said, hell yeah. I've been enjoying the game, so why the hell not? With this in mind, if you're interested in playing the 7 Deadly Sins Origin, the game is a PS5 console exclusive right now, so you can download it on the PS5. You can also download it on PC via Steam. The game is also available on Android and iOS. You could go ahead, click the link down below in the pinned link in the description, download it on whatever platform that suits you, and join in on the fun. Millions of people all around the world actively engaging in the game, actively engaging with one another, which coincidentally is where I want to start this video. I think the feature that really allows for Origin, which I'm just going to refer to this game as henceforth for ease, and so I don't constantly have to repeat the 7 Deadly Sins Origin, one of the features that I think really allow for this game to truly stand out is its co-op. You can play the game by yourself, but the cooperative experience is one of, if not the best, in the entire gacha genre. This is not an over-exaggeration. The game has a seamless synchronization between storylines, which means that myself and Mrs. Stix, as an example, we played through, I think, 20 hours of the game thus far together concurrently. As long as you start the story in the same chapter, in the same actual story, the story allows it to be fully synced and you can move through it concurrently. So every quest is synced between both or all the accounts involved in the party, meaning that the progression continues across every account. You can start the game and you can finish the entire game together. The story is fluidly and seamlessly accessible and synced between every account in your party. Now, if you're at different stages of a quest, then they can still join you and you can still participate in content together, but that, I think, the ability here to play through an entire game like this with another player just provides so much more. You can do every boss fight together. You can do every story element together. You can explore the world together. You can access new areas, unlock new warp points, loot treasure chests, find items out in the world. Every single thing is doable with another person. Every single thing counts for every person involved. Rather than having a game that has multiplayer functionality that you just jump into the world and you run around and kill a few monsters together and then you leave because you can't really do anything else and there's nothing to justify even playing with other people. Yeah, that is one of the features that kept me playing as long as we did. That's why we streamed it as much as we did. It's just that fun. The world itself is beautiful. Mrs. Stix and I are both fans of the anime. We watched the first 2 seasons of the 7 Deadly Sins, and seeing the world of Britannia like recreated in the form that it has been a massive hit of nostalgia. Not only the world of Britannia, but a lot of the characters as well. The story itself is Tristan's own original story. It features iconic characters from the anime, which is what Mrs. Stix and I are familiar with, but it also reimagines everything into this alternate version, this alternate reality, which is really freaking cool. I've been having a ton of fun just exploring the world, seeing the different towns and the different cities, seeing the different characters. Man, I think the visual fidelity of the game, the graphical aesthetic for the game is just so perfect for the 7 Deadly Sins. You could not have adapted this in any way that would have felt more faithful than it has been here. In terms of performance, Mrs. Stix and I haven't had any issues. We've played it flawlessly. We haven't crashed. We haven't run into FPS drops, even when there are other people in the town hubs, which I also want to quickly note. You can actually see other players around the town hubs, running around the town, running around the cities, just doing things, which adds so much more life and so much more depth to the game. I love that there are so many different ways to explore the worlds. The fact that you can acquire different mounts, aerial mounts, land mounts. You can acquire mounts like you would in an MMO by killing boss monsters. Mrs. 69 fought a boss monster, and I got this turtle mount as a rare drop. She didn't, unfortunately, but that like, as an MMO gamer myself, that takes me back to the glory days of MMOs. I love the fact that every character can equip 3 different weapons, 3 different weapon types. As an example, Meliodas can equip dual swords, a single-handed sword, and axes. Each weapon applies different combat styles, allowing for each character to effectively play differently, to provide different utility, to provide an entirely different play style, skills, and that allows for you to essentially have the same character but multiple variants of the character, allowing you to fill different roles and do different things, allowing you to build different teams that function differently with the same set of characters. Like, I know I sound like a broken record here, but so many areas of this game just add layers of depth to the game that you don't find elsewhere. It just allows for so many more unique combinations when it comes to building your own team. And speaking of team, when you play in co-op, you can have a full 4-player or 4-character team regardless of how many players are in your team. So Mrs. Stix and I, we both had access to 4 different characters, and then we invited a friend of ours, Pebble, so there were 3 of us, and all 3 of us had 4 different characters. That is awesome. So you're not limited to 1 character when joining another person's world. So I will stress again, the multiplayer is so freaking cool. The combat is fast, it feels fluid, it feels impactful, special abilities look great. Being able to play as characters from the anime, using abilities from the anime, using fighting styles from the anime, being able to combo abilities together, having unique synergies, fighting giant boss monsters from the anime, not from the anime in some instances, just there is so much of this world. The treasure chests, the random items you'll find, the side quests you can engage in, the world bosses that drop mounts or gear. There are so many areas of this game that just truly excel, that leave you satiated, that just, I mean, this is an experience unlike any other. This isn't the greatest gacha game in the world. That would be disingenuous of me to claim. This is still the first version of the game. Over time, I'm assuming they're going to build on the world, introduce more characters like Escanor. Hello? I think my main issue with the game right now is that Escanor is not an available character. Like, yo, Escanor, dude, we need that. Like, that, he's my favorite character. He's the god of the world. I mean, yo, I think that would make this game complete. It really would. I think that would allow for this game to soar to the heavens. But I digress. No game is perfect, but nevertheless, this game does a very good job of what it set out to do. I did a dedicated video. I've done multiple dedicated videos. I've done multiple dedicated streams where I've gone over my individual thoughts, unsponsored at the time, where I've expressed the enjoyment I've been having, where I've expressed that I love the voice acting, I love the graphical aesthetic, I love the anime style, I love the how the game is presented, I love the representation of Britannia itself, I love the co-op and everything the co-op brings, I love the town hubs that have all these different people running around engaging, I love having characters from the anime ported on over and transitioned and implemented into the game that you can play as. It's just a lot of fun. There are so many things to do. There are so many ways to play the game. They seem to be relatively free-to-play friendly. They are generous in what they give. They have been receptive of feedback. They've made announcements on social media where they have listened to the concerns of players and have made changes to actually improve the game. And I have no doubt that they're going to continue to do that. With this in mind, if you're at all interested in playing the game, and I feel like I've sold it pretty well, and I appreciate the fact that they sponsored me here. Once again, it is sponsored, but it is in no way inhibiting me from saying what I wanted to say. You can go check any unsponsored video I've done, any unsponsored stream I've done, and I will say the same thing. I had fun, more fun, I think, as a direct extension of being able to play co-op fully and seamlessly. So if you want to play in an interpretation of Britannia and the 7 Deadly Sins IP, this is your time to. you can go down right now into the description, the pinned comment, click the link, download the game, join Papa Stix and millions of other players all around the world. Once again, huge shout out to both Netmarble and PlayStation for sponsoring this video. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.